What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back here with another recap video for you guys today. So in this video today, we're going to look at the wins, a couple interesting plays coming up, some potential stocks that I'm eyeing for swing trades. We're also going to talk about a couple of those stocks which are being short squeezed, of course. So the first thing I want to do is say, please drop a thumbs up on this video because I'm feeling pretty down right now. As I always tell you guys, there's a lot of money to be made in these markets, and to be honest, this week I've been good with the plays, but I've not managed my trades as well. I've only taken actually one loss, but we're going to get into the details of why I'm saying this, so definitely drop a thumbs up because this video is not easy to make. Also make sure you guys comment, let me know your thoughts on the plays, let me know your thoughts on some stocks maybe you want me to look at or whatever. Also, make sure you guys share these videos. Keep sharing them. I noticed a few people are sharing them. I've got some family members to share them and it's going pretty well. So we're getting the views, we're getting the likes. We're not getting enough comments. The shares are pretty good, but we need more comments and a few more shares. And lastly but not least, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Let's hit 3K subscribers this month. Let's see if you can do it. We've got about 15 days left of the month. We've got about 400 subscribers to go. It's definitely possible. We're growing, so make sure you guys subscribe if you're new around here. Now let's dive into today's plays. Let's dive into a few plays which took off today, a few plays which we traded in the Discord, a few plays which I traded and made some money off of. So I'm not even sure where to start today because I've got some trades that I won off of. I've got some trades which we could have won off of. I'll start with something that I call out in Discord. So UPST, Upstart. This stock is a monster. This stock has been monstrous. I think it must have been at least maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, around that time. It was around $115, this stock. Now it's getting close to $300. Now the good thing is, we traded this today. The bad thing is, I personally took profits too early. Now I did a call for this one for $290, which expires tomorrow. And I told people to get in at $380. Now I know it shot up pretty quickly, but I know some people were able to get in around $4, some people got in around $4.35, some even higher than that. But these contracts went all the way up to around $9.60 at one point. That was the last time I saw them, $9.60, which is pretty much 300% returns. So that is ridiculous. Now of course, depending on where you got in, you at least got the double up. So UPST was a great play. Now the thing with this stock is, you can definitely trade it, but I would also recommend you buy shares. But the problem is, I would have recommended you buy shares when it was around $116, $117. It is a very volatile stock. So now it's getting close to that $300. It hit all-time highs today, but you might want to be patient with this one to see if it drops back down. Again, it's what I'd definitely buy shares in, but at this price, I'm not so sure. So for now, you can trade it. It's volatile. You can make some money on it. But UPST was one that we called out in the Discord. Again, go join the Discord. We called it out today. People saw it. Some took advantage of it. Some were a bit late, but it was there to help us make some money. Now remember, in these markets, it is difficult to make money. Right now, we're in a pretty red market. There's a little bit of a correction going on. And you also got to remember that tomorrow is quad reaching, so be careful of that. Now I'm going to talk about Salesforce, ticker symbol CRM. And to be honest, did I really want to talk about this right now? No, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So I'll just show you guys what I did. A $257.50 call, which I got in yesterday, so it was an overnight swing. And once it was in the money, and I was up around 40%, I took profits. Now I didn't take profits because I thought, oh, it's not going to run anymore. I took profits to lock in profits before I had to head to practice. The only problem is, this shot up to almost $261 within a couple hours. So if I just held my 4 contracts until 5 minutes before market close, which is when I got back, I would have taken away around $1,700. Instead, I took over just over $600, and that was pretty painful. Now I had actually a red day today. I finished the day down about $500, $600. With this trade, if I just held until market close and then sold, yes, I would have had a green day by a couple $100. But that's all part of trading. It's definitely painful because UPST and CRM both in one day, which both blew up. I could have made crazy money with these today, and I took profits early. I mean, you don't go broke from taking profits too early, but you kind of hold yourself off from making more money and sometimes getting in on other opportunities. But it's all part of the game. So unfortunately, I didn't maximize my profits, maximize my potential gains with both of those stocks, but it's all good. We're going to continue making money in these red markets. And this just shows you that there's opportunity. That's what I take away from this. I remind myself, yes, I'm annoyed, disappointed, happy with my 40%, but it also shows there are opportunities to make money off call options in these red markets. Now, I'm going to talk about a firm, ticker symbol AFRM. So you guys remember those puts that we traded a couple of days ago? I uploaded them in my last video. Those $105 puts. Well, it's lucky that we got out of them quickly, like I always tell you guys with short-term puts. Get in them and get them out quickly. Because today, AFRM hit $119, highs of $119. Now it closed at $117.61, but that stock ran today. You know, it got over 113, then it hit 115, then it went straight up to 119. And now earlier this week, twice, I think yesterday and Tuesday, it hit highs in the day, it spiked up, and then it dropped back down, which is how we made money off the puts. You could have done this twice actually. This time, that was not what happened. It hit highs, and then it hit higher, and it went higher. So you gotta be careful when you trade those puts. Another thing that I talk about the stock option starter pack is sometimes when you make money off a stock, sure, trade it again and again, but over maybe a longer period of time. Maybe not, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Because if you'd done that with this stock, made money off it Tuesday, made money off it Wednesday, and tried the same thing with puts Thursday, you would have lost money. So there's a lesson in there. Make your money and be happy with the stock and move on. Maybe if it hits highs of 120 and starts falling back down 2 weeks from now, then we can look at puts again. But right now, it's looking like it's in core territory. Now speaking of core territory, I've got about 5 or 6 stocks that I want to look at for maybe potential plays tomorrow or going into next week. And let's start off with the home improvement department. Let's go with Lowe's, ticker symbol LOW. So Lowe's has been consolidating recently. It's been sitting in the same kind of channel and it's stayed pretty consistent. I am looking at some call options for this one, but I'm going to talk more about that probably in my next video, if not in the Discord. But it's one to keep your eyes on, so you guys know. I'm just letting you guys know right now. If you guys want a specific play, then I'm going to talk about Lucid, ticker symbol LCID. This is an electric vehicle company. This stock is one that, yes, we made 300%, over 300% returns off of a couple weeks ago, but there's still money to be made here. Now I'm looking at $22 calls expiring next week because this stock has been on a crazy run recently. It's been holding very strong recently. It finished the day up around 7%. Just yesterday it was sitting in the $19 range. Today it was almost $22. This is the kind of stock I like. The stock that, again, you make money off of and then you can come back 2 weeks later and make the same money off of. When it dips hard, when it falls hard, start looking at, you know, call options for 2 weeks, 3 weeks out, $21, $22, $23, and start making your money that way. I know in the Discord a few people ate, you know, someone turned $9 into $36. You might think that's not a lot, but when you think about it in terms of percentage, that's a very good job. So Lucid is one to look out for when it falls hard like it did, you know, an hour into market open today. Look at those call options, there's potential there. Now let's talk about a stock which is being squeezed, or supposed to be being squeezed, and that is our great friend AMC Theatres, ticker symbol AMC. So this stock had a very strange day. At one point it was over $48, up around 3.63%, before just selling off heavily towards the end of the day, and now it's back under the $45 or $46 range. I think it's just on the $46 range if I'm not mistaken. This is crazy because this kind of stock, you have to get in and out so quickly, and it's one where I would look to day trade it. So how do I day trade this? When it falls heavily, when it finds support, that's when you buy the calls. Maybe very, very, very close to the money call. So $46, $47 call right now, and you get rid of it same day. There are opportunities with AMC. I've done this a couple times, showed you guys on video, a couple times how you can trade AMC. Again, you don't want to hold these too long, because if you had bought an AMC call today when it was around $46 or $47, once it hit over $48, you would have been in the money, you would have been making money, but towards the end of the day, if you had just held, you would have been down again. So you need to know how to trade specific stocks. You know, I sold out of Salesforce too early, sure, CRM too early, but AMC is one where you probably don't want to, you know, you won't mind selling out too early unless it does squeeze and become $62, but sure. But even then, you don't know what's going to happen with AMC. Take your profits, move on. I can't tell you guys how crazy AMC is. I can't even explain it to you guys. Take your profits, move on. That's how you need to trade AMC. In my last video, I mentioned $49 calls for AMC, expiring this Friday. Now I'm not looking at that. Now I'm looking at $48, maybe $47 calls expiring next week. They're a little safer, and I think they're guaranteed to make you some money. You know, AMC is just one of those stocks which just needs to pop off one day, just one chance it needs to pop off. And if you see GameStop moving, by the way, ticker symbol GME, you probably want to look at AMC. It's a cheaper option. It usually follows GameStop. Those meme stocks, you know how they perform. So again, look at AMC when it dips hard, when it falls hard. Look at those short-term or shorter-term, slightly out of the money or at the money options, and then trade it that way. Another stock to keep your eyes on as well right now is Target, ticker symbol TGT. This one is sitting just around $246 in that range, but over the past month it's sold off quite heavily. Now Target is one which is still going to continue climbing. It's one where I believe you want to trade this around 30 to 45 days out for your expiries, but don't go too far out the money. If you want a play, if you're looking for a play, keep target on your radar, keep target in mind. That is one that's got some interesting movement, and those call options with target could potentially pay. So I'm going to give you guys a couple more plays. One is a call and one is a put. Both I've actually mentioned in the Discord. First, I'm going to go with Las Vegas Sands, ticker symbol LVS. So I'm looking at the $38 calls for this one, expiring next week. First, I wanted to get in around $1. I was patient with this one. It's done some weird movement today, time decay has kicked in. Now the calls are sitting around 83 cents, the $38 calls. At the beginning of today, it sold off pretty heavily before recovering really well. So keep your eyes on this one. Again, $38 calls for LVS expiring 24th of September. Keep your eyes on this one. If you can get in under 80 cents, or well, it depends where it opens tomorrow, but that would be a very nice price point. You could swing this, you can day trade this. Depending on which call you get, again, I'm talking about $38 calls, but depending on which call you get, you may just want to check out the time gauge just to make sure your option is not eroding like crazy. Also bear in mind that LVS has sold off heavily over the past week, almost 15%. So if you buy a call tomorrow, Friday, and then you hold it into next week, the sell-off could continue. So you've got to be careful with this one. It's probably not one I would want to hold over the weekend. It's more one I'd looking to get into next week. Again, still at the $38 calls, but keep your eyes out on that one. Now finally, the last play I want to give you guys is Tesla, but now for puts, $710 puts expiring next week. Tesla has been on a nice little run recently. It's been strong over the past week, over the past couple of days. I think even over the past month it's been up around $92 because it was in the 650s if I remember correctly, around the middle of August. But it's time for a pullback soon enough. I just don't know when that's going to happen. Now I'd love to get into the $710 puts for around $500 per contract, so the premium over $5, but it could run up even more tomorrow. And if that were to happen, if Tesla were to run up even more, even higher tomorrow, that just means the puts are a little bit cheaper. Holding this one over the weekend, not so sure. If you want to take that risk, you can, be my guest. But I'm personally not going to do that. I'm still going to see how it plays out tomorrow. I mean, if it shoots up tomorrow, I may get a put for a quick day trade. But if it doesn't, then I'll just wait, see how it performs. Maybe just wait until Monday or Tuesday before I potentially buy those puts. So it's been a bit of a crazy week in the market. We still have one trading day left. It's the first full week of September. And it's crazy that we're already in the middle of September. We knew September was a red month. But what I've shown you guys from this video and also from the past videos is there's still money to be made. I've done about 4 or 5 callouts this week in the Discord. Only one of them has gone wrong, let's say. So that means if you are smart with your money, if you're conservative with your trading, you can still make money in this market. And another thing I want to highlight is, don't worry if you're down overall, because I'm down on the week, because that's the stocks that we hold. The stocks we hold long term, the cryptocurrencies we hold long term are putting our portfolios down. But there's still money to be made. I don't want you to go and over leverage yourself, start dumping loads of money into call options and hoping to win, because that's not really going to help you. Let's say one call option goes wrong, or you're trading too emotionally and you end up losing money. That's not going to work. But there's definitely money to be made in this market. I'm proof of that. I showed you guys that. Yes, I may have took profits too early on a few stocks. Yes, some of the stocks that we call out, some of the stocks that I mentioned are not going to go the way we want them to. But there's definitely still money to be made in these markets. So that means stay positive, stay hungry, keep your eyes open, stay managing your risk, and of course, take your profits when they come. This market right now is not going to give you a lot. We're in that period of a bit of uncertainty, a bit of consolidation on some certain stocks, maybe a bit of erratic behavior, and maybe a little bit more volatility in the markets. But it's all okay. It's fine. Stay calm. Use the tips I told you today. Use the tips I told you in other videos. And speaking of other videos, make sure you guys go check out the last video I uploaded a couple of days ago. Make sure you guys check out the next video I upload, because that will probably be my results of my 0 to 100k challenge. If not, then I'll try and upload a little watch list for you guys for going into next week. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. Again, make sure you guys show some support. Drop those comments in the comment section below. The usual stuff, check out the stock option starter pack. That's going to help you when it comes to learning about stock options. You have so many different aspects of options that you guys have not heard of, not seen, and it's in that stock option starter pack. Also check out the Discord. We need more members, more people to join. We can all continue to teach each other, help each other, and get better and improve when it comes to trading in these markets. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Tomorrow, let's try and end the week on a green note. Let's try and smash it tomorrow. But that's it from me. I go into making, you go into making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.
Game over.